12 years he's been dead. And now a certified letter about a storage unit.
The words hit her like a physical blow. Final notice, Unit 214 action.
Dad never mentioned a storage unit. Deborah said there was nothing to leave. This is Oakwood Storage. I just received a notice for Unit 214, registered to Thomas Hartwell, if the last payment was made by a Deborah Hartwell. Are you sure?
The name landed. The stepmother who had patted her hand and said, "Your father died," broke.
She knew. All this time. She knew about the unit and said nothing.
Amanda ended the call, her voice strained. The auction was tomorrow morning. She grabbed her keys. 12 years of lies were about to meet a padlock. Oakwood Storage waited under a gray sky. Amanda parked, the notice crumpled in her fist. Inside the cramped front office, a bored clerk looked up from her computer as the bell jingled.
I am here about Unit 214. The registered owner is my father, Thomas Hartwell. He passed away 12 years ago.
The clerk confirmed the unit remained under Thomas Hartwell, the fees unpaid for months. Then she added something that snagged Amanda's breath.
Deborah stopped paying after her divorce. She just let it rot, hoping it would disappear.
The total back fees came to $1,200. Amanda slid her credit card across the counter without hesitation. The clerk handed over a single key and directed her toward the end of the corridor. Unit 214 waited in the dark. Amanda walked past rows of identical metal doors, each one locked, each one hiding someone's forgotten life. The air grew colder.
Dad, what did you leave for me? What did she steal from both of us?
She fit the key into the padlock. The mechanism groaned, then released. The lock fell open, but the door still held shut. For a moment, she couldn't move. 12 years of questions waited behind that corrugated steel, and she was finally ready to open them. Amanda gripped the cold metal handle and heaved. The door shuddered, then rolled upward with a grinding screech. A wave of stale, mildewed air rushed out. She coughed, raising her sleeve to her nose.
This is where she hid it. Not a closet, not a drawer, an entire unit erased from my life.
She clicked on her flashlight. The narrow beam sliced through the darkness, revealing shapes draped in dusty sheeting. Towers of boxes lined the walls. An old dining chair sat under a ghostly cover, as if waiting.
I remember that chair. We sat there for Sunday dinners, and now it's locked away to rot.
The unit was packed floor to ceiling. This wasn't forgetfulness. It was a deliberate, malicious burial. She moved deeper, the beam dancing over labels. Tom's files, Tom's books, Tom's desk stuff.
That one. The desk box. If there's anything, it'll be there.
Amanda set the flashlight on a crate, its beam fixed on the box. She reached for the packing tape, heart thudding. She sliced the packing tape with her keys and folded back the stiff cardboard flaps.
A crayon, drawing on top a yellow sun, stick figures to Daddy in wobbly letters.
Beneath it, a stack of photographs. The top one, her father pushing her on a swing, both laughing.
I was 7 then. Every Saturday, ice cream after the park. He never missed one.
She pressed the photo to her chest for a moment, then set it aside and dug deeper. Her fingers hit something solid and heavy. A dark leather binder pushed flat to the bottom.
What's this? Why would he hide it here?
She gripped the spine and pulled. The binder slid free, heavy with years of dust. She wiped the cover with her sleeve. Faded gold letters emerged. Estate of Thomas Hartwell. Amanda stared at the binder in her trembling hands. Her father's estate, real, hidden, waiting. Amanda carried the binder to a dusty workbench and laid it flat. The cover's gold lettering was unmistakable.
An estate. A real legal estate. Not nothing. She lied about everything.
She opened the heavy cover. The first page was a crisp legal document, its heading stark and final. Amanda's breath stopped. A will. Her father's will, hidden here while the probate lapsed into nothing.
He wrote a will. He planned for me. and she let it rot in the dark.
Above her, the single bare bulb swayed, throwing the shadows of the unit into frantic motion. The document was dated 6 months before his death. It named a date, a notary, a signature. Amanda's fingertip traced her father's signature, the sloping T. She'd watched him sign 1,000 birthday cards.
You didn't die broke. You left me something, and I am going to find it.
She steadied her hand and turned her attention to the words that followed. The truth about her inheritance waited. Amanda read the opening lines aloud, her voice a frayed whisper. I, Thomas Hartwell, being of sound mind, do declare this my last will. Then the words that stopped her heart. I give and bequeath all my estate, real and personal, to my daughter, Amanda Hartwell.
He left me everything, not nothing. Everything. And Deborah told me he was broke.
Beneath the will, clipped together, she found 11 savings bonds. Each read $1,000. She held a bond up to the light. Issued 1998, unredeemed, matured years ago. Then a deed, a duplex on Elm Street, free and clear. Her father's handwriting in the margin. For Amanda, always.
He bought a duplex for me, paid it off, and she's been renting it for 12 years.
The math crashed through her. 11,000 in bonds, a rent-producing property, all hidden, all stolen.
She didn't just hide papers. She stole 12 years of income that was meant for me.
Amanda sat motionless, the bonds and deed clutched in her dusty fists. The proof was absolute. There was no going back now. She probed the pocket and felt something cool. A cassette with a label in block letters. She pulled it out. She set the cassette aside with a trembling hand. Then her fingers found the crinkle of paper, a sealed envelope.
His handwriting. Slanted blue ink. My name. After 12 years, he's reaching for me.
She held it under the flashlight, the envelope thick with unspoken words.
The tape can wait. Whatever's in this letter, it was meant for this moment.
With a sharp breath, she tore the seal. The sound cut through the silence. The paper unfolded, dense with his familiar script, paragraph after paragraph.
He didn't just leave me in a state. He left me a message. What did he need me to know? I'll listen to the tape later. I'll hear him again. But first, his final words.
The letter lay open in her lap. The flashlight beam steadied. She was finally ready to read. My dearest Amanda, if you are reading this, then perhaps things have not gone as I hoped. I've set things aside for you.
He knew. Even before he died, he knew Deborah might do something like this.
The duplex on Elm Street and the savings bonds in this binder are yours. I paid them off, free and clear.
He paid them off for me. And she's been collecting rent, lying to my face while I struggled.
If anything ever seems wrong, if Deborah ever tells you there was nothing, ask the lawyer named inside. Henry Albright. He knows my intentions.
He left a lawyer. He said a watchdog because he suspected she'd try to steal it all.
I love you, Mandy. Keep your promise and don't let anyone take what's yours.
I am keeping it, Dad. I am going to find this Albright and tear down every lie she built.
The flashlight flickered, but Amanda's purpose did not. She carefully refolded the letter, her mind already racing. She pressed the letter to her chest, the lawyer's name blazing in her mind. The plan was forming. The storage corridor was silent. Amanda dialed the number her father had left, her heart pounding.
Is this Henry Albright's office? My name is Amanda Hartwell. Thomas Hartwell's daughter.
Miss Hartwell, I've been expecting your call for quite some time. Your father spoke of you often.
Expecting my call? All these years, he's been waiting to help me.
We should meet. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Bring the binder your father prepared.
Tomorrow. I am bringing everything. And the truth she tried to bury.
She ended the call and pulled the unit door down with a grinding screech. The padlock clicked shut. sealing 12 years. The binder, bonds, and cassette rested on the passenger seat as she drove out of the lot. In the rearview mirror, Oakwood storage shrank. Ahead, the road to a lawyer's office and the truth.
Dad, I am keeping my promise. I am coming for everything you left me. And she can't stop me.
At 9 sharp, Amanda entered Henry Albright's paneled office, the estate binder cradled against her chest.
Miss Hartwell, please sit. I see you found what your father intended for you to have. The will is valid, drafted and witnessed correctly. But because it was never filed, the probate lapsed. Your stepmother had a legal duty to submit. This will, she concealed it, and that constitutes fraud.
Albright removed his glasses and looked at her with the weight of decades of courtroom experience.
She's been collecting rent on that duplex for 12 years, all unreported to the estate. The paper trail is there.
Fraud, concealment, stolen rent. This isn't just a lie. It's a crime.
We can petition to reopen probate, get the will recognized. It won't be easy. Deborah will fight.
What would it take? To reopen it? To get back what he left me?
A petition to the court. Evidence. All of this. And your decision to see it through, no matter how ugly it gets.
A war with Deborah. After all these years, did she have the strength to start it?
She looked at the will, the bonds, the letter. All of it, waiting 12 years for this moment.
He said a watchdog because he knew. If I walk away now, I am letting him down.
Miss Hartwell, your father trusted me for precisely this situation. He didn't doubt you'd do what's right.
Albright's words were steady, his eyes kind but unyielding. He had waited years for this too.
I owe him this. I owe him the truth. Let's do it.
She pulled the retainer agreement across the desk and signed without hesitation.
My hand didn't shake. The ink felt like an anchor dropping into 12 years of silence.
I'll draft the petition today. Deborah will be served by week's end.
She'll be served. And she'll know I am not the girl she could fool anymore.
5 days later, a process server pulled up to Deborah's neat bungalow, the petition in hand.
What is this?
Inside, she tore open the envelope. Her teacup rattled against the saucer as her hand began to shake.
Amanda, you don't know what you're doing. This little stunt will cost you everything.
Her voice after 12 years. Still sharp. Still lying, but I am not afraid anymore.
Your father would be ashamed of you, rooting through dusty old units. That was just junk.
I found the will, the bonds, the deed. I know about the duplex and 12 years of rent.
You think a dusty binder means anything? The probate lapsed. You have nothing.
I have a lawyer and a father who knew what you'd do. He left everything to me.
Deborah's reply came in a low hiss. Then the line went dead. Amanda set her phone down, her hand steady. 2 weeks later, Albright called Amanda into his office. Bank statements and rental ledgers covered the desk.
I've obtained 12 years of rental deposits. Every month, Deborah collected $1,000 from the duplex.
144,000 at least. But he said more. She never missed a deposit.
168,000 total, deposited into an account she never disclosed to the estate.
Then he placed the savings bonds on the desk. They had matured years ago, quietly doubling in value. 11,000 had become 22. Another 12 years of hidden growth.
The judge will see a deliberate pattern. Concealed will, hidden assets, stolen rent. We move for summary judgment.
Summary judgment. Could she really be forced to account for all those years?
A hearing is set for 3 weeks from now. We'll present everything. It's time to finish this.
Amanda looked at the documents, the proof her father had left her, and felt the weight of 12 years begin to shift. 3 days before the hearing, Amanda arrived at Albright's office, a legal envelope clutched in her hand.
A countersuit for defamation. Deborah's lawyer claims I slandered her by calling her a fraud.
The letter threatened to seek damages for public humiliation, unless Amanda immediately withdrew the petition.
Mr. Albright, she's countersuing me personally for defamation. She's demanding I drop the case.
It's a classic intimidation tactic, Amanda. They know the evidence is against them.
Intimidation or not, the letter had rattled her. For a heartbeat, she'd felt the old powerlessness.
We have a valid will, matured bonds, a deed, and 12 years of bank records. The truth is our armor.
Amanda looked at the binder, her father's photo beside it. The truth was indeed airtight.
I am not letting her win again. She took 12 years. I am taking them back. Tell her lawyer. We'll see them in court. I am not backing down.
Amanda climbed the granite courthouse steps, the estate binder heavy under her arm. In the dim corridor, Deborah stood near the courtroom door. Their eyes met, and the air thinned.
One look, and I was 12 again. Being told there was nothing. But I am not that girl.
Amanda walked past Deborah without a word and entered the courtroom. She sat beside Albright, hands clasped. Deborah took her place at the respondent's table, her lawyer shuffling papers. She did not look at Amanda.
12 years of collecting rent, hiding a will, and now she won't meet my eyes. Guilt knows its own face.
The courtroom was nearly empty. A heavy silence hung, broken only by the rustle of documents. Then the bailiff's voice, "All rise." The judge entered, black robes sweeping. Amanda's heart hammered. The judge took the bench and motioned for the lawyers to proceed. The hearing had begun.
This is it. Everything he left, everything she took, comes down to today.
Albright rose, adjusting his glasses. "Your Honor, I present the concealed will, bonds, deed, and rental records."
These documents prove Thomas Hartwell intended his daughter as sole heir. Deborah Hartwell concealed them for 12 years.
Deborah's lawyer stood. The probate lapsed. She had no obligation to search attics for undiscovered papers.
She had a fiduciary duty as surviving spouse. She collected rent from a property she knew belonged to the estate.
The judge leaned forward. "Did you, as executrix, take any steps to locate a will?" Deborah's lawyer hesitated.
He's stumbling. The judge sees it. That question cut right through their defense.
Deborah's lawyer argued the will was never properly filed. Albright countered with a stack of bank statements.
$168,000, Your Honor, deposited into an account she never disclosed. This is concealment, not oversight.
The judge removed her glasses. "I will take this matter under advisement. A written ruling will issue within 1 week."
A week. She'll deliberate for a week. But the evidence is there, Dad. I know you are watching.
The week crawled by in agonizing silence. Amanda checked her phone constantly. Her father's letter unfolded on the kitchen table. On the 5th day, she found herself across the street from the Elm Street duplex. A light glowed in the window, and a curtain moved.
Tenants are in there. People living in the home he bought for me. Deborah's been collecting their money for 12 years.
She didn't knock. She simply stood on the sidewalk and felt the weight of what had been stolen.
Soon, it'll be mine, Dad. I'll make sure of it.
On the 7th morning, her phone rang. It was Albright.
Amanda, the ruling is in. Can you come to my office right away?
Within the hour, Amanda was in Albright's familiar paneled office, the brown envelope resting on his desk.
It's a thick ruling. Are you ready?
12 years of waiting. Everything he left, everything she took. I am about to know.
Albright carefully removed the ruling from the envelope, his reading glasses low on his nose.
The concealed will is validated. The estate of Thomas Hartwell is reopened, with Amanda Hartwell recognized as sole heir. The duplex at 86 Elm Street is awarded to you, free and clear. The matured savings bonds, totaling $22,000, are yours. Deborah Hartwell is ordered to pay $168,000 in back rent, and she is found liable for fraud.
She won. After 12 years of lies, her father's wishes were finally honored.
Her hand flew to her mouth, and a sob broke free. The tears she'd held for 12 years finally fell. Albright reached across the desk and handed her the ruling with a tired, gentle smile.
I did it, Dad. I kept my promise. Everything you left me is finally mine.
Outside the window, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a warm beam across the desk. Amanda held the paper, the weight of 12 years replaced by something lighter. After leaving Albright's office, Amanda drove straight to Elm Street. The ruling lay on the passenger seat, the ink barely dry.
Hi. I am Amanda Hartwell, the new owner. I want you to know nothing changes for you. The rent stays the same.
The young couple listened, their initial alarm softening as Amanda explained the situation.
Thank you for understanding. I'll be in the other unit if you ever need anything.
She unlocked the door of the empty unit, stepping into the silence. Hardwood floors stretched before her, dusted in golden light.
These floors, these walls, he chose them for me. After all this time, they're finally mine.
She pulled the folded letter from her bag, the paper softened from months of carry. Sitting on the bare floor, she opened it again. Keep your promise, Mandy. Don't let anyone take what's yours.
I kept it, Dad. I kept it all.
The duplex was still, but it no longer felt empty. It felt like an answered question.
I need to see them together. The letter and his face, side by side.
She returned to the duplex the next morning, carrying 2 simple dark wood frames, a hammer and nails. She placed the photograph in one frame and the letter in the other, handling them with the care of sacred objects. Then she hung them on the wall. Side by side, above the empty mantelpiece, she stepped back, her locket warm against her chest. The frames were straight, the images aligned.
That porch swing. That day at the park. He loved me so much, and now I can see it forever.
She sat in the armchair and stared at the display, the weight of 12 years finally lifting. The letter and photo, side by side, told the whole story. A father's love, a daughter's fight, and a promise kept.
It's done, Dad. I'll take care of it, just like you asked.
The duplex settled into the evening quiet. Outside, the streetlights flickered on, but inside, a new story had already begun. Amanda parked across the street from Deborah's bungalow. The blinds were drawn, the house still.
Something drew me here today. Not anger, just the need to see if she's still there.
One blind twitched. A pale hand withdrew into the darkness, and then nothing.
She saw me, and she retreated. Some things don't change.
Her hand moved toward the door handle, but stopped. The weight of all the years held her still. A confrontation would change nothing. The truth was already in the court record, and the letter was framed.
I don't need an apology. I don't need her to understand. I just need to let go.
She turned the key. The engine hummed to life, filling the quiet street. The car pulled away from the curb, and she did not glance back at the house where her stepmother hid. The road led away from the past and toward Elm Street, where a porch light waited, and a promise that had been kept. Dusk settled over the duplex, the last light catching the frame's glass. Amanda sat in the old armchair, the photo and letter glowing on the mantel. She had placed a single daisy in a bud vase that morning. Now it stood watch beside her father's signature.
I kept my promise, Dad. I kept it all.
The room grew still. The weight of 12 years finally dissolved. The framed letter and photograph, side by side, held the entire story. Amanda touched her locket, then looked out the bay window at the darkening street. The duplex was hers, not just the deed, but the quiet that came with it. Her father's smile in the photo seemed to meet the dusk, and for the first time in years, she felt wholly at home. The letter's final line, "I love you, Mandy," reflected in the glass. Outside, the porch light flickered on. Inside, a promise had been kept.